What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some awesome Switch information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition is officially coming over to the Nintendo Switch. This was announced at Nintendo's Indie World presentation, and Microsoft followed it up by giving us some details on the game, how it will run, how it will look, and the content in it. So here's what they had to say on the official Microsoft page. The same Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition experience that Xbox and PC players know and love will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, bringing with it the same stunning, beautiful graphics running at 1080p and 60 frames per second, plus all of the same great features from the original release, including new areas to explore, 2 additional abilities, more story sequences, multiple difficulty levels, fast travel between areas, and much more. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition was a great success for us on Xbox and PC, and we are excited to bring the same experience to the Nintendo Switch. So interesting that it was just on the Xbox page in the news, and it's pretty cool because Xbox is going to make a ton of money off of this game, just like they made a ton of money off of Cuphead being on the Nintendo Switch. That game consistently selling in like the top 5 or the top spot on the eShop charts since it launched a bit ago, and now Ori and the Blind Forest is coming, and this is a 2D Metroidvania style of experience, kind of where you go back and get different abilities and kind of explore and just kind of get stuff like you would in a Metroidvania style of game, upgrades and things like that. It's fantastic. I have the game on the Xbox One, just the original. I remember buying that, not the definitive edition, but I think there's like a free upgrade or something like that. But either way, I have the original one and it was really fun to play. So I think this would be a fantastic style of game to play, portable mode, kind of lying down in bed, having that there, and having it 1080p 60 frames per second, docked 720p 60 frames per second portable mode is definitely a nice little touch that they did on that. And Ori and the Blind Forest is looking really good on the Switch, and it's going to be coming out next month. So what do you guys think about Ori and the Blind Forest officially coming over to Nintendo Switch on September 27th? Let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. All right, moving on to the next topic here. We have an official release date for Final Fantasy Remastered on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and also PC. Square Enix has now dated the game for September 3rd, and we also have a brand new trailer. You have to remember, guys, this Final Fantasy is not the same as like Final Fantasy VII on the Nintendo Switch. This Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, actually has brushed up visuals and looks better than the original release. Looks a lot better than the original release on the PlayStation. This is a different type of remastered Final Fantasy. Now, not to the level of Final Fantasy VII Remake, not to that level, but it's still a nice update over the original game. I remember playing the original game back in the day on the PS1, and I wasn't as big of a fan of Final Fantasy back then because I played like Final Fantasy VI, thought that was great, but Final Fantasy VIII, I just wasn't as much of a fan because I didn't have a PS1 to play the game normally, had to play it at a friend's house, but I still was blown away by the visuals and how everything kind of played out, but the loading time sometimes. But either way, now that I can finally finish this game on the Nintendo Switch and it's looking really good. September 3rd is the official release, and it's going to cost $19.99. Not bad at all when it comes to the price of the game. Now, there was some talk about a physical release, and I'm not sure if that's still going to be happening or kind of what's going on there, or if it's going to be something that's released later down the line, or if that's going to be a more expensive release, but I highly doubt that we're going to get Final Fantasy VII Remastered at this point for a physical release for only $20. I don't think that's happening, especially if it's September 3rd. Not bad at all. Looking forward to picking it up myself for that price. So what do you guys think about Final Fantasy VII Remastered launching on September 3rd on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, moving on to another highly anticipated game coming over to Nintendo Switch, and that is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on the Nintendo Switch. That game is officially launching on October 15th. So the Nintendo Switch version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition will launch on October 15th, developer CD Projekt Red announced during the Gamescom 2019 opening night live show. They had a nice trailer for the game. The open world action RPG is currently available for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, of course. And there is a nice overview of the game where we're going to go over some of the stuff here. So to set the launch this year, both digitally and in retail, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition for the Nintendo Switch comes with the base game as well as every piece of additional content ever released. This includes both story expansions, Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine, as well as all 16 free DLCs. In total, the Complete Edition offers over 150 hours of gameplay for the first time playable truly on the go. The game is being ported to the Nintendo Switch by Saber Interactive in close cooperation with CD Projekt Red. In addition to the game card housing the entirety of the Complete Edition contents, the box will also come with a set of physical goodies, the Witcher Universe Compendium, game map, and stickers. So pretty cool stuff there. This is CD Projekt Red's first game to be released, I think, on Nintendo hardware for the most part, and the first for sure on the Nintendo Switch. And they're doing a great job with this game, because to have that style of game, how big it is and the graphics and all that, and to have that ported over to Nintendo Switch, and obviously the graphics aren't going to be as good looking as the PS4 or the Xbox One. There's been some talk and clamor among fans when it comes to the graphics of the game obviously being downgraded from what you got there, but of course it's going to be downgraded. The Nintendo Switch is not as powerful, and you can play that type of experience anywhere that you want. That's the reason why. So the system just isn't as powerful, but to get that type of experience anywhere that you want is truly remarkable in its own right, considering nobody thought that could actually be done in the first place. And on top of that, you get all of the content that's been released, so it's not like they're removing content, and it's all on one cartridge. It's all on one cartridge for there. Now the price obviously isn't as good as the other systems, because that's old. The other ones came out like 4 years ago or whatever the case is, but the fact that you can get all of that on one cartridge is still remarkable to me. A 32GB cartridge, that's really cool of Saber Interactive and of course CD Projekt Red and Nintendo to get that done. So I'm going to be picking it up for the culture. I'm not a big fan of The Witcher. It's not like I really love the game. I still need to try it out on the Xbox One X though, but either way, I'm going to buy it just for the culture, just because I think it's really cool if they're doing this, and I like to see more developers kind of try new things on the Nintendo Switch. So what do you guys think about The Witcher 3 Complete Edition Wild Hunt coming over to Nintendo Switch on October 15th? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, now moving on to the next topic here, we have a Streets of Rage 4 release window, release year. We finally got some more information, plus we got a confirmation of the Nintendo Switch along with other platforms. So Streets of Rage 4 will officially launch for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC in 2020. Publisher and co-developer Dotemu and co-developers Lizard Cube and Guard Crush Games announced. Do you have enough developers and publishers and stuff like that? But a new trailer introduces the latest character to join Blazing Field and Axel Stone, a guitar-playing warrior named Sherry Hunter. Here's an overview of the trailer and the game via the publisher. So Sherry Hunter is the daughter of Adam Hunter from the original Streets of Rage, and trained by her father and Axel, Sherry learned self-defense from a young age. Her interest in following in her father's footsteps and becoming a cop soon faded out, replaced by her love of music. Nowadays, she plays with her electro-progressive rock band in some of the most dangerous places in Wood Oak City. She may look young, but make no mistake, she is a seasoned veteran of kicking ass and taking names. Yo, she out here hanging out with Reggie Fils-Aimé. So the new trailer also reveals several more levels in the upcoming game at different times of day: neon lighted urban rooftops, elevator, speedy airport hangars, dirty sewers, thumping music stage, and many more are all yours for the taking. Lay the smackdown and don't look back. Streets of Rage 4 will be the first entry to the core series in 25 years. Hasn't really been that long, has it? Standing as Axel and Blaze's glorious return to serving up side-scrolling beatdowns with lush hand-drawn animations, new combat abilities, and fresh tracks from an amazing team of composers. Streets of Rage 4 will be a masterful tribute and a revitalization of the classic action fans adore. So awesome stuff there. Good to see the game come back in all of its glory in 2020. Maybe they announced the game a little too early, but either way, 2020 is coming. We don't have a release month, but at least we have a release year, so we'll see. I'm looking forward to the game though. I like Streets of Rage a lot. When I was a kid, I used to play the heck out of that game. When I went to my friend's house, I used to always use Skate, man, back on Sega Genesis. Really cool game. So I'm glad it's coming back, and it's good to see the animations and everything kind of shaping up with a little bit more of a tease of the next character as well. So it does seem like there's going to be another one, but awesome stuff to see Sherry here. So what do you guys think about Streets of Rage 4? Kind of what's going down there? What system are you planning on picking it up for? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, we have a Shinen sighting, and I have to admit, this game actually looks really cool. Developer Shin'en Multimedia, they're the same guys who developed games like Fast RMX, has announced the Touryst for the Nintendo Switch, and it will launch this November. Now, this is a very unique game, guys. Let's go ahead and go over some of the stuff with this game. You are arriving at Monument Island. Want to go swimming, or rather take a dive into the deep sea? Or do you want to visit amusement arcade? do some shopping, dance at a beach party, fancy some surfing, or will you talk with the strange old tourist and listen to what he has to say about the ancient mysterious monuments? So here are the key features of the game. Discover exotic islands and explore ancient monuments, climb into deep mines and uncover secret passages, make the trip you always wanted, enjoy the tourist life, an action and adventure as varied as real life, never seen before visuals at 60 frames per second and up to 1080p, so dynamic resolution, and you can enjoy your vacation as well. So supportive TV playstyles, you have TV mode, tabletop mode, and handheld mode, and the supported controllers are Joy-Con Grip, and Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And you guys are checking out the trailer here, and I was actually blown away when Shinen kind of announced this game, because this is well out of their comfort zone. They don't make open-ended or open world type of varied gameplay stuff. They make highly polished, kind of like basic type of games like Art of Balance, just kind of like a basic puzzle game, like the Jet Rocket series, kind of like a basic action adventure, not too big of an area or stuff to do. And on top of that, like Fast RMX or Fast League or whatever they did back on the Wii, not really too varied. So to see this type of variation in gameplay is incredible from Shinen, and this is exactly what I want them to kind of go into, because they're so talented. But the visuals are kind of crazy, like with like the pixelated kind of with the main character, but then like the nice shiny polish with all the environments and everything. So I'm actually really looking forward to playing this game, and I like Shinen's games, so this should be good. So what do you guys think about Shinen Multimedia announcing the Touryst for the Nintendo Switch coming out this November? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the last topic here, this might be one of the best announcements at the Indie World presentation, and that is Risk of Rain 2 is coming over to Nintendo Switch this summer. So Risk of Rain 2, which is currently available for the PC via Steam Early Access, is coming to Nintendo Switch this summer. Publisher Gearbox Publishing and developer Hopo Games has announced, and it does seem likely, guys, that this will be coming over to the PS4 and the Xbox One as well. But for right now, we have a Switch announcement. So let's go over some of the key features of this game, what makes this game really good. So co-op roguelike action, the classic multiplayer roguelike Risk of Rain returns with an extra dimension and more challenging action. No run will ever be the same with randomized stages, enemies, bosses, and items. Play solo or team up with up to 4 friends to fight your way through hordes of monsters, unlock new loot, and find a way to escape the planet. Here are the key features in the game. Play 4-player co-op seamlessly through Steam, no more port forwarding. Unlock 75 items over time, keeping each run fresh and full of new challenges. Play and unlock new and returning survivors, each with their own abilities to master. Vary, craft, and exploit endless items and character combos. Encounter challenging monsters and enormous bosses. Explore massive handcrafted 3D levels. Discover lore through the collection of monster, item, and environment logs. Challenge your friends and the world in an all-new Prismic Trials, a unique seeded run where everyone can race up a global leaderboard. So awesome stuff there, man. Great to see Risk of Rain coming over to Nintendo Switch the first time this franchise is on the system, and that is like a running theme where we have the first time the franchise is on the system, the first time this is coming over. Pretty much all of these games here, Final Fantasy VIII, Ori the Blind Forest, The Witcher 3, Shinen's new game. I mean, they make games before on the Switch, but a lot of these titles are the first time on the Nintendo Switch. So great to see so many developers and great to see so much support for the system, whether it's a small game, whether it's a big game, a mid-sized game, from the biggest ones like Witcher 3 to smaller games like The Touryst or even like Streets of Rage. A lot of different variation with gameplay, and that's what it's all about, man, when it comes to gaming, dude. A lot of variation, a lot of cool stuff coming over to Nintendo Switch, a lot of releases. So much releases, everybody can't even afford all of them for the most part. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we went over? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.